The Enigmatic Disappearance of Amelia Earhart, Unveiling the Mystery. Have you ever wondered what happened to one of history's most celebrated aviators, Amelia Earhart? A woman who defied societal norms, set groundbreaking aviation records, and captured the imagination of millions, only to vanish without a trace during her bold attempt to circumnavigate the globe in 1937. What could have led to her disappearance? Was it an accident? Or does her story hide something far more mysterious? Stay with us as we dive deep into the enigma that has baffled historians and enthusiasts for decades. Prepare to uncover the layers of this compelling mystery as we retrace her steps and analyze every clue left behind. A trailblazer ahead of her time. Amelia Earhart was born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas. From an early age, her adventurous spirit set her apart. While many girls of her time were confined to traditional roles, young Amelia was climbing trees, hunting rats with a rifle, and collecting newspaper clippings about women excelling in male-dominated fields. Her upbringing instilled in her a sense of curiosity and independence that would define her life. Her first encounter with aviation came in 1920 at an air show in Long Beach, California. As she recounted later, "As soon as we left the ground, I knew I had to fly." This brief yet transformative moment ignited a passion that would define her entire life. It wasn't just a fleeting fascination, it became her mission. Determined to make her dreams a reality, she began researching everything about aviation, from the mechanics of airplanes to the stories of pioneering pilots who had come before her. Over the next few years, Earhart worked tirelessly to save money for flying lessons, taking odd jobs and cutting back on personal expenses to fund her training. Her perseverance paid off when she purchased her first aircraft, a bright yellow Kinner Airster she fondly named the Canary. This plane wasn't merely a tool, it was a symbol of her relentless ambition and a stepping stone to the groundbreaking achievements that would soon follow. Through this journey, she proved that passion, coupled with determination, could break even the highest barriers. Soaring through the clouds of history. Earhart's achievements in aviation were nothing short of extraordinary. Her ambition and dedication broke barriers and set her apart as a pioneer in her field. 1928. She became the first woman to cross the Atlantic as a passenger, a feat that earned her international fame. Yet, she wasn't satisfied with merely being a passenger. She wanted to pilot her own journey. The experience ignited a desire to accomplish more as a solo aviator. 1932. Earhart fulfilled that dream by becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. Battling icy winds, mechanical failures, and sheer exhaustion, she landed in a pasture in Northern Ireland, solidifying her place in history and proving that women could excel in what was then considered a man's domain. Records galore. From altitude records to speed milestones, Earhart's resume was a testament to her relentless ambition and unmatched skill. Each record was a statement, not just for herself, but for women worldwide, proving that the sky was no longer the limit. Her fame grew, but so did her aspirations. By the mid-1930s, Earhart had set her sights on the ultimate challenge, flying around the world. She meticulously planned her journey, determined to showcase the capabilities of modern aviation and push the boundaries of human endurance. The World Flight, a journey of ambition and peril. Earhart's global flight plan was ambitious, 29,000 miles around the equator, the longest and most dangerous route ever attempted. The complexities of planning such a journey during the 1930s were staggering. Navigational technology was rudimentary compared to today, relying heavily on celestial navigation, rudimentary radio communications, and manual calculations. Earhart partnered with Fred Noonan, a skilled navigator renowned for his expertise, who was tasked with ensuring their accuracy across the vast and often uncharted expanses of the globe. On May 20, 1937, they took off from Oakland, California. Each leg of the journey demanded intense precision, with challenges such as unpredictable weather, limited refueling stations, and the physical strain of flying for hours in an unpressurized cabin. The journey was grueling, requiring not just precise coordination and flawless execution, but also unyielding resilience to overcome the odds stacked against them. By June, they had completed over 22,000 miles, reaching Lae, New Guinea. The journey thus far had been fraught with challenges, including harsh weather conditions, mechanical issues, and the immense physical toll of flying for hours on end. However, Earhart remained optimistic, often writing in her journal about the breathtaking views and the incredible sense of accomplishment she felt. With only 7,000 miles left, their next destination was Howland Island, a tiny speck in the vast Pacific. The flight from Lae to Howland was one of the most perilous legs of the journey. Even a minor navigational error could spell disaster. The importance of accurate communication and coordination with the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca, stationed near Howland, could not be overstated. The final flight. What went wrong? On July 2, 1937, Earhart and Noonan departed Lae at 10 a.m. local time. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca, stationed near Howland Island, was tasked with guiding them using radio signals. But communication problems arose almost immediately. Atmospheric interference and the limitations of 1930s radio technology made it increasingly difficult to maintain contact. The tension in the Itasca's radio room was palpable, with crew members straining to catch every faint signal. 7:42 a.m. Earhart's voice crackled over the radio. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Gas is running low." The distress in her voice was evident, signaling the dire situation they faced. Some crew members later described the transmission as haunting, its urgency lingering long after the signal faded. 8:43 a.m. Her final transmission was even more urgent. "We are on the line, 157337. We'll repeat this message." Despite her efforts to communicate their position, the Itasca's crew could not establish visual or auditory contact. Frustration mounted aboard the ship as operators tried in vain to pinpoint their location. The Itasca's crew listened intently, scanning the horizon and holding on to hope with every passing second. When no further messages came, a wave of dread swept through the ship. The massive search effort that followed included naval ships, aircraft, and even civilian volunteers scouring the Pacific Ocean for weeks. One sailor later described the vast expanse of water as a graveyard of secrets, its surface offering no clues to the fate of Earhart, Noonan, or their Lockheed Electra. The Pacific, vast and unforgiving, had seemingly swallowed them whole, leaving behind a mystery that would echo through history. Theories that keep us guessing. Over the years, countless theories have emerged, each adding a layer of intrigue to the mystery. Crash and sink. The most accepted theory posits that Earhart ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. This theory is supported by her final radio transmissions, which indicated that she was low on fuel and struggling to locate Howland Island. Extensive searches of the seafloor near Howland Island have yielded no wreckage, but proponents argue that the vastness of the Pacific and its challenging underwater terrain make discovery extremely difficult. Despite the lack of physical evidence, this theory remains the most plausible due to its alignment with the circumstances of her last known communications and the limitations of 1930s navigation technology. Nikumaroro hypothesis. Some believe they landed on Gardner Island, now Nikumaroro, 350 miles southeast of Howland. Artifacts, including a piece of aluminum believed to be from Earhart's plane and the remnants of a campfire, have been found, but evidence remains inconclusive. Japanese capture. Another theory suggests they veered off course and were captured by Japanese forces in the Marshall Islands. While intriguing, no verifiable evidence supports this claim, though it has been the subject of documentaries and books. Spy mission gone wrong. Some speculate that Earhart was on a covert mission for the U.S. government, using her flight as a cover. This theory, while dramatic, is widely dismissed by historians as speculative fiction. Modern efforts to solve the mystery. Advances in technology have renewed the search for answers. Forensic studies. Bone fragments discovered on Nikumaroro were initially dismissed, but later reanalyzed. Some experts now believe they could belong to Earhart, but the evidence remains contentious. Sonar and submersibles. Organizations like the International Group for Historic Aircraft Recovery, TIGHAR, continue to search the Pacific seafloor using cutting-edge equipment. While promising leads have emerged, definitive proof remains elusive. Amelia Earhart's enduring legacy. What makes Earhart's story so compelling isn't just the mystery of her disappearance, but the legacy she left behind. She broke barriers, defied expectations, and inspired countless individuals to chase their dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed. Her groundbreaking achievements continue to resonate in modern aviation, where she is celebrated as a pioneer who paved the way for women in flight. Beyond aviation, her story has become a beacon for women pursuing careers in STEM fields, symbolizing that determination and innovation can shatter societal limitations. Earhart's life is a testament to the power of resilience, a legacy that transcends her era and fuels the ambitions of dreamers in every generation. A question for you. As we reflect on this remarkable tale, we leave you with this question. Do you believe Earhart's disappearance was a tragic accident, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Could your perspective be the key to unraveling this decades-old mystery? Don't forget to subscribe. If stories like this captivate your imagination, subscribe to Story Unique Privilege and hit the notification bell, like and share. Together, let's explore the world's greatest mysteries, one story at a time.